name is Aaron Marcelo Campos. I am the Center of Agricultural Technical High School number 18. I am the 5th semester technical specialty in accounting. And in this video I will talk about the type of connector that exists in English.
Well, I first of all say that is a connector. A connector is a word that is used to join words or sentences. Then I will talk about each type of connector. Use of and is used as a conjunction when two words or phrases are of equal importance and but conditional series. Other words that can be used in place of on are and, as well as, beside, moreover, furthermore, what is more, in addition, not only but also. Another point is that, for example, Tom and Harry play hockey and is the connector. Relative clause. We can use relative clause to join two English sentences or to get more information about something. Here's the list of relative clauses: who, that, was, when, what, why, where, which, to whom. For example, she lives in New York, which she likes. The connector is which. I bought a new car that is very fast. That is the connector. Contrasting. To express contrast, you can use the following adverbs: but, however, although, despite, in spite of, nevertheless, on the contrary, on the one hand, on the other hand. Whereas, while, but while, for one thing, in contrast, neither nor. For example, neither you speak nor you lead the class. Neither is the connector, the contrasting. Expressing cause phrasing. Well, the following type of connector is expressing cause phrasing. Because, has, since, as a result, this is why, because of, due, to follow, to, for this phrasing. For example, she broke up her child alone, since her boyfriend and abandoned her when she was pregnant. The connector is since. Expressing effect result. Here connector. So that, such as that, therefore, thus, consequently, to, for, to, not a noun for to. Example: the baby pulled the lever so he could get some candy. The connector here is so. Narration. Here connector narrative helper. First, at the beginning, in the beginning, then, next, before, after that, afterwards, when, while, during, soon, immediately, once, suddenly, as soon as, on, no sooner, then, hardly, when, finally, eventually, at the end, in the end, at last, the beginning, with, until. For example, my cousin told me to go to the game after you do your homework. After is the connector. The list of connectors in a group of expressing purpose. So has to, in order that, so that, for non-specific. For example, so that means that I don't need a ride. The connector is so. Expressing opinion. The following type of connector is expressing opinion. I will say that, in my opinion, I think that, I believe that, personally, apparently. For example, I think that work very hard. The connector here is I think that. Giving example. Here following type of connector is giving example. For example, for instance, this includes such as egg, for example. For example, this is my little cat and this is your little house for it. The connector here is for example. The list of connectors in a group of summing up, concluding, all in all, overall, generally, in conclusion, on the whole, in the main, to sum up. For example, in conclusion, I have the key to solve this problem. Here connector is in conclusion. Emphasis. Here following type of connector. Especially, particularly, naturally, exactly, because, above all, whatever, whenever, to, enough, to more. Example. Especially, she likes rabbit. The connector here is special. Well, that's all on the subject of the connector, and hopefully serves something. Thank you. Bye.